I'm your host, Tom Newman, and welcome to the Stratton Download, the pilot episode of the video news show created by the Stratton News team. Coming up, we'll be summarising the events of this term, speaking to Miss Hodges about the new building works, interviewing teachers at Options Evening, and looking at the student awards and prize draws. So far this year, we've had a range of events. One of our biggest was Open Evening, where we invited prospective parents and students to look around and see what life at Stratton is like. Last year we had to do this virtually, so it's nice to do this again in person. We had a great turnout, with lots of people getting involved. The Year 9s were our guides, the principal led 2 assemblies, and we had some great live science shows from the science department. Our first big charity event, the Race for Kids, was held on the field. Students ran round and got stickers for each lap they completed. House points were given to the house who completed the most laps and raised the most money. And we managed to raise a massive £1,879 for Great Ormond Street. Every November is Remembrance Day. At Stratton, we recognise this with a video played in lessons that was put together by the History and Media departments. It featured local links with the First and Second World Wars. The video was streamed to coincide with a 2-minute silence at 11 a.m.
On the commencement of the first whistle, that's when the 2 minutes will begin, and then when you hear the whistle again 2 minutes later, that's when the silence will end. Thanks very much.
You may have noticed some construction around the school, new windows, roofing and heating, but what you may have not seen is the renovations on the old science corridor, which will now be called Turing Corridor. We went with Mrs Hodges to learn more.
I'm Julia and I'm with Miss Hodges in one of the brand new classrooms that are being constructed. Miss Hodges, can you give us a bit of an idea of what's been going on here?
Yes, well, this was the old science corridor and it hasn't been in use for about 4 years. So it's really nice that now that we're part of a big multi-academy trust, we get funding for our facilities and to improve our facilities in school. So these classrooms have been built out of that funding. So we're really pleased about that.
When will the construction be complete?
Well, it is now just about complete. We've got a few bits of snagging to be done. That's when we just check everything's been done to the standards that we expected. And then we're waiting for furniture, and very soon we'll be able to move the new departments in.
How many classrooms will be built?
Well, there were 7 classrooms here to start with, and now there are going to be 10. So we've made 10 classrooms out of 7 really big science classrooms. But we've also managed to fit in a really big year/house hub and some offices for senior staff as well.
I hear the corridor will be named Turing Corridor. Does that give us a glimpse of what type of classrooms are going to be in here?
You've hit the nail on the head and you figured it out. Yes, we are going to be moving maths and business studies into these classrooms, and they'll be really close to computer science as well, which are all part of Turing House. So how lucky are Turing to have a new classroom?
On the 2nd of December, we held our sixth form Options Evening. Juliet went along to speak to some of the teachers at the event.
Hi, I'm Julia and I went around the A-Levels Option Evening interviewing teachers all about the event and why it's so important. I also discussed with the teachers why their option is so good to take and what career paths it opens. And here are some of the interviews.
Why is Options Evening important?
Well, Options Evening is really important because it gives you a chance to meet the teachers who are going to be teaching the course, but also find out all that information that you need about what's the exams going to be like, how organised you need to be, because obviously at A-level you've really got to think a little bit more about being a bit more independent and what does that entail.
So I think it's really important that they come along and see what the school's offering, see what the teachers are like and see what suits them.
It's really important so the students get an opportunity to find out exactly what's on the course. So they have a lot of questions about what it entails, what books they read, so it's good for them to get an insight on what the course is about.
What type of questions would be helpful for students to ask?
So they want to know about the content. They want to know what that actually looks like in terms of what they're going to be doing in the lessons. They want to know where it's going to help them get in the future, so their career progressions as well from there.
They tend to ask what they're going to be reading, what kind of work is expected, what's the minimum grade that would be good to get on the course, things like that.
I think probably finding out about the course, finding out about the course content, finding out what topics we study, when we study them, finding out about the options moving forward, what they can do with that particular A-level, and finding out about any potential trips, which is always a nice thing to find out about. So that's what puts you into a lot of sixth forms, speaking to other year 12 and 13s that are here and sort of asking about things that people have done in the past. So past students, where they've gone, what they've done with their A-levels, etc.
If you couldn't come along, you can watch the presentation on the school website along with overviews of all the subjects. You can apply online. This academic year has introduced house events. Luckily, lots of these have been able to go ahead despite COVID restrictions. Recently, we had the famous building challenge from Adlam with Miss Hodges picking the winner. And we had the bake-off run by Franklin House. For this, 5 students made it into the final, but the challenge was gingerbread. We had some great results, with the final creations judged blind by some of the teachers. Congratulations to Nadia for winning this. With house events comes house points. Mr. Kilby is now going to present the term awards and points.
Thanks, Tom. So school awards. So in school we issue reward points for those students that have gone above and beyond in their lessons, putting in the extra little effort into their work. These are then totalled up throughout the year and students can achieve their staged award. So if they get 50 praise points, they get to the Contender Award. If they get to 100 praise points, they then get to their Champion Award and so forth. So we've got some students very close to getting to their Champion Award, that 100 praise points. But these are the students that have achieved their Contender Award in this half term. They also get entered into a prize draw, which we'll have a look at in just a second. Every week we look at which students achieved the most amount of praise points in their house and their year group. And these are totalled up and we put this out every week. And these are the students that have achieved that more than once. So we've got Daniel and Dylan have both achieved that 5 times over the last term. Plus we've got Will, Marta, Stan, Corbin, Misty, Daisy have achieved it 4 times over the last term. That's a fantastic achievement. What I thought might be interesting is to see which form group got the most amount of praise points over the last term. So I've taken the totals for each form group, I've averaged it based on the amount of students in each of those form groups, and we have a form of the term, I guess, with how many achievement points they've got. So for year 9, we've got 9Y3. For year 10, we've got 10Y2. For year 11, 11X4. For year 12, 12JBR. And for year 13, 13JST. Well done all of you as form groups. So this year we've introduced houses and house points. Now house points can be awarded for several things, and house events being one of them that Tom just mentioned, but mainly this term they've been awarded for the House of the Week and the Student Staged Award. So every time a student gets to one of those staged awards, they get 5 house points for their house. Plus, every week we total up all the praise points and we look at which house has got the most. So in first place they then get 50 house points awarded, second gets 40 house points awarded, and so forth. So here are the totals for this term, which pains me being Turing, but we've got first place our King, then Franklin, then Chandler, then Adlam, and then Turing. So students who have achieved each of their staged awards get entered into a prize draw, and this term we've got several prizes available. So we're going to put all the names into a hat, we pull those out, the first one pulled out is going to get a £25 Amazon voucher. The next 3 that are pulled out will get a £10 Amazon voucher, the next 5 that are pulled out will get a box of chocolates. So we got Miss Hodges to pull the names out of the hat. Let's have a look and see which ones she picked.
Well, I've got the really great honour of pulling the prize draws for all of those who have got 50 or more praise points and are therefore eligible for a Contender prize draw. Really well done, everyone. That's amazing and a really amazing achievement, and I'm so proud that you've managed to do it. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull the prize, the first prize, which is going to, the person who wins this is going to win a £25 Amazon voucher. So, without looking at any names, the first prize winner then is Megan in 9X2. Well done, Megan. That's an amazing achievement, and I'm sure you're really pleased with that. Now we've got 3 second prize winners, all of whom will win a £10 Amazon voucher. So those will go to Callum in 9X1. Well done, Callum. Amelia, also in 9X1. What a star tutor group they are. And Dania, also also in 9x1. Well done, all of you, for those great achievements, and I hope you enjoy using your vouchers. Just leaves me now to say, I really want you all to have a really Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Take some time, enjoy some time with your friends and family, have a wonderful time, and I can't wait to see you at the beginning of the spring term. Bye, everyone.
So these are the winners that are pulled out, plus the other 5 that are pulled out for the boxes of chocolates. So in first place, we've got Megan, which gets the £25 Amazon voucher. We then got Callum, Danielle and Amelia all getting a £10 Amazon voucher. And then Daniel, Anna, Abby, Harry and Josh all getting a box of chocolates. Well done to all of you. So well done to everybody that got achievement points in the last term. We've got lots that are due to get to the Champion Award in next term, getting those 100 praise points. We've got loads that are due to get to the Contender Award with the 50 praise points. All of those names will be put into a hat next term for next term's prize draw. Well done. Back to you, Tom.
We hope you enjoyed our pilot episode. If you're interested in joining the Stratton News team, please complete the form or speak to Mr. Kilby. Thanks for watching.